I see sand in a desert.
Look at yourself. Do you feel like you have a body?
Yes.
Look down at your feet. Are you wearing anything on your feet?
Sandals.
How many toes do you have?
5.
Look at your hands. How many fingers do you have?
5. 5.
Look at your skin tone. What does it look like?
Darker. Darker skin.
What are you wearing as far as clothing?
I'm wearing red gown. Sort of draped.
Is there any jewelry you're wearing?
Gold jewelry. Gold belt.
Is there any, are there any designs or shapes, symbols to the jewelry?
I see it's maybe a snake.
Mm-hmm. A snake in which piece?
Arm piece.
Mm-hmm. Any crystals on them?
No crystal.
Okay. Is there a tone to the jewelry? What type of metal tone?
Gold.
Is there anything you're carrying?
A wand.
Do you feel female or male?
Female.
Tell me more about this one. What does it look like?
It's gold. It has some grooves in it. It's not too thick. Sort of elegant. It's sort of longer. Maybe curved tight slightly on one end.
What is it that you're doing with this wand?
It almost is like a walking stick, but it's not. It's a tuning. Is it a tuning stick?
Look all around you. Describe more what the location you're at looks like.
Ancient. Stones. Stone.
There's stone.
Stone buildings. Stone. The giant blocks. The giant buildings. It's stone.
So there's sand and then there's giant tall stone buildings.
Yeah.
What else do you see all around you?
I see people. It's a city, but it's not modern. I'm inside. I'm inside this. It's almost temple-like.
Describe what this temple looks like.
There's fabrics, like on the walls, tapestry, some tapestry, and fabrics, and stone floors, and some benches, and writings on the tapestry, sort of.
You said writings on the tapestry?
Symbols and smaller symbols on the tapestries.
Okay.
And my wand or my stick wand seems to be close, seems important to me.
What is it that you think you're doing within this sacred space temple?
I think I tune people with my wand.
Keep moving time. Let's see what you do next of importance. What happens next? You're there now. Tell me what's going on.
I see some people talking, and maybe a man and a woman talking. It might be their servant or assistant of some sort. I can't really hear them, but I see that maybe she's upset. I think I help her. I think I listen to her.
Okay. You're able to see, sense, hear, know everything very clearly now. Very clearly now.
Oh, she's so sad.
Why is she sad?
I think she lost her baby. baby.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what happened to the baby? How did she lose it?
Maybe pregnancy or childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
And I must listen to her and be of support.
Say the last part again.
Be of support.
Okay.
And so I sit with her on a bench.
Mm-hmm.
And I hold her hand. And I just listen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She might be a queen
Mm-hmm.
of some sort. Some maybe royalty, some sort. But she's very kind.
Why do you feel that she might be a queen?
And because the man she was talking to looked like a king.
Mm-hmm.
And they both were wearing gowns and elegant. He had some sort of headpiece. I mean, we all had headpiece of some sort, but his was bigger.
What advice do you give her? Do you give her any advice besides listen to her?
I told her to be gentle with herself. And maybe she had pressure to have a baby, and it's okay. And she's okay. And there's nothing wrong with her. And I gave her some sort of healing energy through my hand. And I think my wasp, the wasp with the wasp, can attune her.
Your what?
I can attune her
Okay.
with my wasp.
Mm-hmm. Will this help her in case she ever wants to carry again? Is that the...
Yes, and so she feels better.
Okay.
I think that I maybe help to heal babies and their mamas in some way.
Mm-hmm.
She has a baby. I did it another time.
Mm-hmm.
It's healthy.
Beautiful. How did it feel to be part of that process to assist her?
I like it. It's my mission then.
Look into her eyes. Are you able to recognize her soul? Look into her eyes.
I think maybe it's my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You said your grandma?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and leave that scene. Let's leave that scene. Let's go to another important time. Another important time where we will find answers that we seek for your highest healing. You are there now. Tell me what you're seeing and sensing.
I see a forest.
Look at yourself. Do you feel like you have a body?
Yes.
How many toes do you have?
6.
6?
Yes.
And your fingers? How many fingers?
I mean, maybe 4. They're different.
Okay. How are they different?
Hands, 4. No thumbs. 4 finger-like hands.
What is it that you're wearing?
All white.
Are you female or male?
Female.
Is there anything you're carrying?
No.
Look all around you. Describe what this forest looks like.
It's tall trees. Some sort of looks like there's sort of some huts or houses. Evergreen like trees. I'm smaller.
Mm-hmm.
This don't seem human.
Say that again.
I don't seem
Human.
human as we imagine, but
Yes.
humanoid.
Look at your skin tone. What does it look like?
sort of a little grayish,
Describe what your face looks like.
sort of like human-ish, but different dimensions to features. Long hair. It's almost like a muppet or some sort of hard to explain. Sort of
Some sort of what?
some sort of, I don't know.
Okay. Do you have ears?
I have ears, they're larger than human ears. And long hair. The nose is a little bit bigger. Big eyes. Cute. Kind of extraterrestrial. And I'm a little girl.
What is it that you think you're doing here in this space?
I live here. I'm in a village that's very small.
Let's go ahead and go towards your village. Let's go towards your village now. You are there now, right in front of it. Describe to me what your village looks like.
The houses are rounded sort of huts. They're small and they're maybe earthen with some grass on them. There's a fire pit in the center of the town. It's not even a town. It's just a small village. And the kitchen inside the little hut, there's along one wall, and there's some beds, and it's all open in the center. And it looks like I live there with my parents.
It looks like what?
I live there with my parents.
Do your parents look like you?
Yes. And I think they're taller, but I'm a little girl, so I think that's why I'm smaller.
So keep moving time to when something else of importance happens. What happens next of importance? You are there now. Tell me what's going on.
It looks like we sit in front of the fire together after dinner, and then we sing, and it seems very happy, like a happy existence. We collect food from the forest and berries, and it's simple. It's very simple. And I feel there's some fear, and there's some giants that live nearby. And those giants, there's fear of the giants.
Why?
Because they come sometimes and squash things and destroy things. But right now they're not. I have vision of them, but I am imagining that I am sitting by the fire, playing and singing. It's peaceful now, but there's fear that they could come back.
Keep moving time. Fast forwarding to when something else happens of importance. You are there now. Tell me what's going on.
So they took my mother. They took her away.
The giants?
Yes.
How did they do that?
She was screaming. They came, they pull her hair and take her away. And I have my dad, but I don't get my mom back. And I'm just a girl, a little girl. And she's gone. And we don't know. We don't exactly know what happened.
You don't exactly know what?
We don't know what they did. They took her. They took others too. Other other mothers, other women.
Other mothers only?
Mothers and women, they took but they didn't take me.
From the village?
Yes.
Why didn't they take you think?
They didn't take the kids.
Oh, the kids. Okay. Mm-hmm.
It was scary.
What
It
about
was
the males, like your father? Were they able to do anything about it?
no. I think they were hunting
Mm-hmm.
on the floor, and they were gone that day.
Yes.
And we were the kids. We were scared and hiding.
Mm-hmm. Keep forwarding time, forwarding time to see what happens next of importance. What happens next?
I learned to take care of the house and make the food.
Did your mother not come back?
No, there's no mothers anymore.
And the fathers, were they able to do anything once they came back and saw they were gone?
They grieved.
Mm-hmm.
They cried.
Mm-hmm.
They went to try to get them back, but they couldn't.
Mm-hmm. They try to go against the giants?
Yeah, but they couldn't even find.
They couldn't what?
They couldn't find all the mothers. It's
They
like
couldn't.
they vanished.
Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and leave that scene. Let's go to another important time in this life, another important time where you'll find answers that we seek for your highest healing. You're there now. Tell me what happens.
We, all of the children grow. We grow up.
Mm-hmm.
We are strong. Oh, I become a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
And we go back and we fight them
Where do you find the giants at?
in a meadow outside the forest. Uh,
Tell me what's going on.
it's a war, and we are smaller, but we work together,
Mm-hmm.
and we use some sort of tools. I have in this. I have like a walking stick, but it's bigger, and I fight with it, and I'm strong, and I can jump.
This walking stick, does it just hit impact? Hit physically, or what does it do?
It looks like I use it for defense from the center. I hold it back and forth and repel any uh, hitting me. And then I also use it to catapult. So I run and I use one end in the ground and I leap with the other end, sort of like a high jump.
Mm. How much smaller are you compared to the giants?
I think I come up to their waist.
Tell me what the giants look like.
They have a lot of hair. It's brown hair, greenish skin, um, large feet and hands. I don't think they're all mean. Just some of them are mean. Some are very nice. The mean ones imprisoned the others as well.
Mm-hmm.
We We freed them. We freed the ones that were imprisoned.
Tell me what that looked like once you found them. Where were they?
They There was just a few of the mean ones imprisoning. Most of them, they were free. They weren't in cages, but they were imprisoned in their minds by the threats from the mean ones.
Mm-hmm.
And so once we eliminated the cruel ones, the others were free.
Mm-hmm.
And we became
You became what?
friends.
Mm-hmm.
We were all friends then.
Who were all friends?
My people and those people. And we freed them from their own people, and now we're all free.
Do you mean you became friends with the giants?
Yes,
And how about, okay, so they had, so I'm making sure I understand this. The giants had their own type of prisoners that were giants themselves?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then were you able to find the mothers?
Some of them were there, some of them were not alive. My mom was not alive.
Mm-hmm. And the some that were there, what were they doing? What did they have them doing? What do you think the purpose was taking them? What was that purpose for?
They were slaves, and they were slaves in the home. They made food. They took care of the babies.
Mm-hmm.
They were um, like servants.
Okay. And you said that you were able to become friends with some of the giants that, or all of them?
We eliminated the oppressors.
Okay.
The ones oppressing were just a few,
Mm-hmm.
and those ones oppressed everyone, and those ones destroyed our village. But those ones were few.
Okay. Okay. So now that you've recovered, say, some of the mothers that were still alive and you're friends with the ones that are no longer oppressed themselves, tell me what happens next. Do the mothers return to your village or how does it work?
Yes, the mothers come home, and we rebuild the village,
Mm-hmm.
and the giants that remained, that we destroyed the oppressors, but
Mm-hmm.
most of their village was kind. They were oppressed as well. So once we freed them, we freed ourselves. We all lived happily.
Beautiful. And going back to the giant village, I'm interested in knowing how their houses looked. I know you mentioned yours were round. How did their houses look?
And they were tall, and they looked like this block with thatched roofs,
What type of
um,
roofs?
like a thatched grass,
Okay.
wood beams, and sort of like, I don't know if they were made of like clay, or the houses looked like grayish.
Mm-hmm.
There was this a village figure It seemed bigger than my village. It had streets. It looked more developed, like a town almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's small town.
Fast forward time and tell me what. Fast forward time to when something else has happened of importance in this life. You are there now. Tell me what's going on.
It looks like I live in the same house as my parents did. I have a partner and I have my own child.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be very peaceful.
Look at your child.
Yeah,
You're able to recognize their soul. Who is it?
it's my little sister.
Mm-hmm. You said that you all are happy.
Yeah, it seems happy.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and leave that scene. Let's leave that scene. Let's go to another important time in this life. You're there now. Tell me what you're seeing and sensing.
Um, I see some male figure slapping me or hitting me in the face.
Mm-hmm. Why is he doing that?
Um, Abusive. He's abusive.
What connection does he have to you?
I think it's my husband.
Mm-hmm. Do you still just have the one daughter?
Yeah, it seems like everybody just has one child here.
Okay. And what do you do when he hits you?
It appears I have some powers, and when I get mad, I feel like it's like some energy flows off of me, and he slams into the wall. I have some sort of powers of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's maybe why I was such a good warrior.
This was really why what?
Maybe why I was a good warrior
Mm.
against the giants.
Yes.
Like some sort of pulsed energy out of my hands.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have to touch him, just removed him with my energy.
And what happens when you do that to him?
He's mad, but I'm stronger, and I make him leave. And I take care of and I make him leave the village. He is exiled.
Before he leaves, look into his eyes. Do you recognize his soul? Let's go ahead and leave that scene. Let's go to another important time in this life. Another important time. You are there now. Tell me what's going on.
I'm a grandma, and my daughter has a baby and a husband, and they live next door to me. They have a boy, and they seem very happy. This seems like the circle of life
Mm-hmm.
continues. And I live next door in my house. And I live to be very, very old. And I'm quite happy.
Beautiful. Do you ever remarry?
No,
Go ahead and go to the last, when you're about to take your last breath in this life. You are there now. Tell me what you see all around you.
it's so sweet. I'm in my hut, laying in my bed, and my family and friends are all around me. And I'm not afraid. I say goodbye and I close my eyes. And when I die, my spirit is happy.
Mm-hmm. And tell me, once you take your last breath, what happens?
I stay here in the village for a while
Mm-hmm.
and in the forest. for a while, but then I feel like I just zoom out into the cosmos. And then I'm just, I'm not sure then.
Okay. Can I please speak to the higher self of?
Yes.
Thank you. Love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you for all the aid you have given us today. I know that you hold all the records of different lives. May I ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to ask questions about these two lives that you showed her. First, you began showing her a sandy place where she was in a temple, and then she was helping a queen and king conceive. Why? Tell me, what was the purpose of showing her that life?
I think that was Karnak. She was a priestess.
Mm-hmm.
She loves babies.
Mm-hmm.
She loves people. She's helps the women, but all people.
Yes.
She adjusts energy
Okay.
so that she sees their potential.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Very good. Thank you. Now, this was where you said?
Karnak,
What is that? A planet?
Egypt.
Egypt. Oh, okay. Understand. Was that on Earth?
Yes,
The king and queen? Was there a name that we would know them by, or?
I don't know their name.
Right.
She helped many people there.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Anything else you want to tell her about that life?
She learned how to integrate higher levels of consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
alchemy, and herbs and mysteries. And she taught those mysteries as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a teacher and a healer.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, and then from there you took her to the life in that forest where they took the mothers and that process there of gaining them back. Tell me, why was it that you showed her that life? What was the purpose to that?
That she can unite people, seemingly people that seem like enemies.
Mm-hmm.
She can unite them, and she's a peacemaker, but she's also a warrior. So she had to be strong in order to break the oppression and release and bring peace.
What a great and beautiful accomplishment they did by breaking that cycle there with the control for both sides.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's see. Have any other questions on that life? So for both of those little lives that you talked about, the so are those say attributes, gifts that she can use in this life for others?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. In this place with giants, where was that located at?
It was another planet,
Mm-hmm.
different star system.
Okay.
There weren't any humans on that planet.
Mm-hmm. There weren't any? Yes, because she seemed different herself, just smaller.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Anything else you want to tell us about this life? She was pretty amazing when she grew up and as a warrior. Very strong.
Yeah. Strong yet soft.
Mm-hmm.
Liberator.
Liberator.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good. May she carry those qualities here in this lifetime and remember them. Thank you. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about that life for her?
No.
Okay. Very good. Higher self. Now we would like to begin the body scan. At this time, let me know. Do you need any assistance from the archangels?
Yes.
Which archangel would you like for us to call forth on first?
Michael.
Very good. Higher self, if you could connect us now to Archangel Michael, please. We'd like to speak to Archangel Michael.
Hello.
Hello, brother. Thank you. Greetings. Thank you for being here. We love you, honor you, and respect you. Michael, the higher self has requested for your assistance during the body scan. If you can please assist us today, if you could start scanning her from head to toe, scanning for any negative energies, entities, anything that needs healing, let me know what you find.
There's a hook in her rear shoulder, right side. It's almost like she's hanging from this hook.
Michael, can we go ahead and start transmuting that with the Phoenix Fire now, please?
Yes.
Removing it. Good. And Michael, can you tell us when did this enter into her shoulder? Her rear shoulder.
Lifetimes ago. It's the long cord hook.
Okay. Michael, if we could start transmuting, removing that hook from there, and if you could follow that cord and see where it's connected to. What is connected to you?
It's out into a spaceship.
Okay. Michael, if you can scan that, who's in the spaceship that it's attached to?
A lizard being.
Lizard being, okay. And which shoulder is it again?
Right.
Okay.
Up mid upper left shoulder blade rear.
Yes. Okay. We can continue working on that. Michael, if you can start as we remove and transmute out that hook, can you also remove that cord that it's attached to her, please? Michael, and also I would like to speak, please. I would like to speak to would you be able to connect us to that lizard being on that ship, please?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Michael, I'd like to speak to that being there now. Let me speak to you now, please.
He is here now.
Greetings. Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May I ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Thank you. If I can ask, when was it that you attached there to her back shoulder blade?
And when she's in Egypt, so long ago, she shines bright and it's easy to spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some fear right now. As,
It's okay, Michael. Higher self, help her feel safe. Help her feel safe and protected.
yeah. Thank you.
She's infinitely protected, thank you, by the higher self. Okay. So you've been attached since Egypt, and what have you been causing her by being attached there?
I siphon energy. She still functions very well. So I take this energy. It seems like it gives us some power. There's a few of us here.
Mm-hmm. How many of you are there on the ship?
There's 4.
Okay. So you use this power for what? This energy?
To feel better. Maybe give some energy to the ship.
Mm.
But It makes me feel better.
Tell me what's wrong. Why do you feel that? Why do you look somewhere else to feel better? Is there something going on with you?
Yes.
Tell me.
Sad.
Why are you sad?
Sad. Lost. I'm lost. We're lost.
Mm-hmm.
We can't find our home.
Mm. Okay. Do you know what happened to your home?
It seems that it's gone. I might need to find a new home.
Do you remember what your home looked like?
It was a red planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's far.
Okay. Is this red? Did this red planet house your race?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know what happened to it?
I don't know. I think I just need some direction.
Okay. Do you you said that you're a lizard being, are you reptilian?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, I know that you all have been in the ship for a long time. We'd love to be able to aid you today. As you know, the Earth is ascending, and so is the universe with that. When we ascend, negative polarized beings like you who are attaching to people like her are going to automatically transmute to light, as you won't be able to hold that frequency anymore. So we would love to aid you instead of being transmuted straight to zero and losing some of your experiences gained that you gain through being this role. Instead, you can ascend now into a positive polarization, being free-willed, incarnating wherever it is that you like to incarnate. Once you positive polarize, would you allow for us to help you?
Yes, please.
Good. Is that all of you?
Yes.
Good. Thank you. Archangel Michael and your legion, if we could call forth as well, and Archangel Raphael and Archangel Azrael. If we could have, please, Archangel Raphael, if we could focus love light upon these four in the ship. Focus love light on them. Help them spread it to every part of them. Can you tell me, Michael, are they connected? Do they have any consciousnesses attached to anyone else?
Yes.
How many more are they attached to?
3 more.
3 more. Okay. If we can have Raphael, brother, if we could speak to you, please.
I am here.
Thank you. We love you, honor you, and respect you. Raphael, please, if you can go talk to those that they're attached to and ask their higher self and see if they will allow for us to help them remove those attachments, the consciousness that they're attached.
Yes.
Do they say yes?
One moment.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Yes.
Beautiful.
They agree.
Good. Raphael, if you and your legion there start focusing love light upon them, and then once those with consciousness that they attach to, if we can go ahead and bring those consciousness, once they turn to light, bring them back to the reptilians there so that they can make themselves whole once more. Let me know once that is done and they're whole once more. As they continue to spread their light. Michael, how's the hook on her shoulder blade looking?
It's dissolving.
Good.
It's turning to cold light.
Beautiful. Let me know once it's fully out.
There's cold light everywhere and it's dissolved.
Ah, lovely. If we could have Archangel Raphael as well and the higher self filling love light to where the hook was removed from. Healing that area, please. Okay.
Yes.
How are the reptilians looking? Are they whole yet?
They're turning into cold light.
Beautiful. Did they regain their consciousness back they had attached to others?
Yes. Here's
Good.
everyone is released.
Good. And then we'll fill in love light to those that allowed for those consciousness to be removed. Okay. Do you all have a message for her before you go?
Thank you. Forgive us. We love you.
Thank you for allowing us to aid you. We love you as well. May you be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to you. And if we could have Archangel Azrael guide them to where they're meant to go for their positive polarization. Thank you. Thank you, Azrael. Okay. Now, Michael, if we can continue scanning her body, scan her for any other energies, entities of any kind. What needs healing?
Her sacral chakra.
Okay, tell me what's in her sacral chakra. I know she said she has trauma from it. Is there something else in there?
There's some cords from humans,
Mm-hmm.
from the traumas in this life and others.
Okay. Can we, Archangel Michael, can we remove all those negative cords from her? Does she need those there?
No.
Okay, let's remove them all, please, so that we can break that cycle. Once and for all, please. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Good. If you can cut those, remove those, transmute, and then have Raphael fill in love light once they're fully removed, please, from the sacral.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. As you do that, Raphael, can you scan she says she has bumps behind her ears. What is that connected to?
And there's some imprinting.
Imprinting?
Yes.
Explain that.
It's like a program implant.
Are they implants in both sides of the ears?
Just one side.
Okay. Okay. Can we start using your Phoenix Fire there? What side is it?
Right side.
Okay. Start using the Phoenix Fire there now. Transmuting that implant out, please. What was it causing her?
It's some technology that she's already disabled.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still remnants.
Okay. And when was it that this attached? When was this inserted there?
In this life.
What was going on that allowed for it to come in?
Some sort of program, some sort of control program.
Mm-hmm. What was this program about? What was it doing to her consciousness?
Controlling, holding it in a darker state. Fear, some sort of maybe like a black box program.
Mm-hmm.
It's not operational anymore. And she destroyed it, but the remnants are still there.
Okay, so we're fully transmuting that with the Phoenix Fire, making sure it's completely gone, please. And do we need any healing to any of the programming it did?
Yes.
Okay. If we can go into her DNA structure and have Archangel Raphael and her higher self reprogram anything that needs to be reprogrammed overall, not just from this, any reprogramming needed that's no longer serving her for her highest good or that's not organically hers, working in her DNA structure. And Michael, can we scan her whole spine, her back, her DNA structure, scan for any negative entities there, any negative reptilians, any archon energies, making sure that there's nothing integrated into her DNA that's not organically hers. Let me know if you find anything, Michael. Thank you.
No negative entities within her DNA.
Say that again. What's within her DNA?
Nothing has attached to the DNA.
Good. Good. If we can just have Raphael and the higher self fill in love light to the DNA, making it very strong and organic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. All right, let's see. She had a couple other things. Is that all of it? One of her questions is, why has she had so much intense trauma in her life, more trauma than most?
So that she can understand where everybody comes from. Mm-hmm. She can offer compassion because she had many experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And it allows her to connect with others in a very intimate way.
Mm-hmm.
Yet she's showing them how to transmute their own traumas.
Yes. Beautiful. Good. Now there's a couple of things here that I want to make sure we heal. Does she need any age regressing? Any age regressal?
No,
Okay.
she did some of that to remember when things happened. As she's regaining some of her memories, as she heals different things,
Mm-hmm.
it's when it's best time for her to look at everything.
Good. And if we could just re-energize her cells, just making them nice and regressing them to where they're meant to be organically. Can we do that?
Yes,
How many years can we age regress her?
20.
Very good. Start that process now. Okay, and then Raphael, can you scan her chakras? Let me know if there's any misaligned or blocked chakras that need healing.
Yes, she does a lot of work on her chakras. Her throat chakra needs some strength.
Okay. If we can focus love light upon it, making it strong. Is there any other chakras?
Her sacral chakra
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and her root chakra.
Good. Focusing love light upon them, and tell me what's going on with the root chakra.
Her roots, there was much instability
Mm-hmm.
in many lives and this life. She strengthens it, yet it sometimes gets wobbly.
Okay. Balancing them out and healing all the chakras there. And if we can open up her third eye to the biggest it can be and her abilities within it as her higher self allows, can we begin that process?
Yes.
Thank you. And her heart, if we can expand it now to the biggest it can be for her highest good now, please.
Yes.
Thank you. And let's see. Raphael, can you also check her auric field for any repair needed to it? Is there any tears? Let me know how it looks.
There's a tear also on the right side, outer right side,
Mm-hmm.
upper right side.
Okay. Raphael, can you start feeling love light there with the higher self, making her auric field nice and strong and bright as it's meant to be organically?
Yes.
Thank you. Michael, if we can scan one more time, I want to make sure we don't miss anything. Scan again deeply, thoroughly for any negative energies, entities, any kind, reptilians. Let me know if you find any more.
There's another hook. It's smaller. It's in the front side, in the heart area,
Okay.
upper heart.
And Michael, can you tell me what is that connected to? How did that hook get there?
It's some sort of entity, dark spirit.
An entity put that hook there?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is the
not
entity
a.
within the hook?
I think the hook is an entity.
Okay.
It's a
Very good.
black,
Mm-hmm.
black. It's not as. It's black, sort of misty.
Okay. Michael, can you tell me, is this entity, is that just an entity or is it a reptilian consciousness or what is it?
It seems like a spirit,
A spirit?
like a death spirit. just like a reaper.
Okay. Archangel Michael, surround it now with the alchemy symbols, please.
Yes,
Is it surrounded?
yes,
Thank you, Michael. I'd like to speak to it now, please. If it could please come up. Let me speak to you now.
yes. I'm here.
Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May I ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Thank you. If I can ask, when was it that you attached yourself there to her heart?
In this life, when she was younger
Mm-hmm.
and her spirit is open, she saw me
Mm-hmm.
and I clouded her memories and I drained energy. I darkness. I am in between worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I hide. I
Mm-hmm.
can hide. She's released me. I can find my way back sometimes.
Okay. And they mentioned that you're like a reaper. What does that mean?
Some some death energy. Some death. Some yeah. I'm not harmful, but I live on the hedge. Death can be beautiful too.
Okay. Have you been causing her any discomfort?
Yes.
What have you caused her?
Energy, draining energy. I siphon energy. She's bright and I'm dark, reptilian,
Did you say reptilian?
low, low vibration,
Mm-hmm.
reptilian consciousness.
Okay. Do you have a body somewhere else?
No, I'm in the in between space.
Okay. Explain to me. You mentioned that she releases you and then you come back. When she releases you, what does she do to release you?
She claims her sovereignty,
Mm-hmm.
cleanses her energy. But when she's weak, I come back through the cracks.
Okay. What do you mean? Do you come back every life or just this life?
Just this life.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now I know that you've been playing this role with her this life, or perhaps other with others, in other times as well. As you know, the earth is ascending. We'd love to be able to aid you today so that you won't be automatically transmuted straight back to source. When the ascension comes forth through the universe, you no longer have to play this role attaching to someone and draining on their energy, having to live off someone. Instead, you could be your own free-willed creator being, creating your own light. Would you allow for us to aid you today so you could be free?
Yes.
Beautiful. Find that light within you. Find that light within you. We're going to focus love light upon you. Spread it to every root, every cord, every part of you that's within her that does not belong to her, that belongs to you. Spread it to light. Let us know once you're fully light.
I am light.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for allowing for that. Love you. Go ahead and release yourself from her heart. Make sure you don't leave any piece of you behind. Let us know once you're fully out.
Okay. I'm out.
Thank you. Is there a message you have for her before you go?
Thank you. Forgive me
Mm-hmm.
and peace. I wish you peace and love.
Yes. Thank you. Beautiful. If we could have Archangel Azrael now come. Archangel, ask your brother if you could please go ahead and take this new positive polarized being to where it's meant to go for its positive ascension. Thank you. Azrael, can you tell me where is it that you're taking him?
To a heaven-like space. To be at peace. To be released. And then to disintegrate into light.
Mhm.
It's finally free.
Beautiful. Good. May he be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to him, please.
Yes.
Good. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ashriel. If I could please speak back to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, brother.
Yes, I am here.
Thank you, brother. Let's continue to scan her. We want to make sure we don't leave any entities, any reptilian consciousness, anything else that needs healing, please. Let me know, is there any more entities in her? Scan her deeply, thoroughly, as we know sometimes they could be sneaky and hide.
She is free.
Feel that. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. All right, there's a couple more things I want to make sure we address. If we can scan her one more time for any negative implants, hooks, or portals, please let me know if she has anything else of this kind.
Only positive portals.
Positive portals?
Yes.
Okay, very good. No other hooks, negative portals, or implants?
No.
Good. Okay. Can you scan her for any negative technologies or wires of any kind within her?
There are some technologies, some brainwashing technologies
Where?
in her memory, in her consciousness, and she is aware of them
Mm-hmm.
and has acknowledged as she grows and is enlightened more, she can catch them when they start to run, but they're still there.
Mm-hmm. Where are they at? Located at?
Deep in her mind.
Okay. Can we remove these negative technologies?
Yes.
Okay. Using the Phoenix Fire there to completely transmute them, disintegrate them out of there. Any other negative technologies or wires?
No.
Okay, good. We'll continue working on those. And Michael, just let me know once they're fully transmuted out. Okay, Michael, can you scan for, does she have any fragmented soul pieces that need to be regained back to her, please?
No. Her soul is not fragmented.
Good. Just fill in love light there to her soul, fill in, making it strong, please. Raphael and higher self. Thank you. Michael, can you scan for any other negative contracts, specifically those cycles that she keeps going through? We want to make sure we scan deeply for any of those.
Contracts.
That no longer serve her for her highest good.
Yes.
She has some?
Yes. She's worked on them. There's still remnants of the contracts.
Michael, can you go ahead and completely transmute and remove those for her with the higher self's permission?
Yes.
Good. And what were these contracts for?
Servitude.
Mm-hmm.
Poverty.
Okay. Let's go ahead and remove those, please. Thank you, Michael. Raphael, Michael, let me know. Does she have any trauma from current life or past life that we need to address in here?
Yes, trauma. Traumas. Chronic traumas that keep occurring in both present and past lives.
Okay. Can we find those, please, and start healing them, higher self and Raphael?
Yes.
Thank you. How's she holding up? We're almost done.
She's tired.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, that looks like all of it. Okay, Archangel Michael, if you could scan her. Oh, how is that, the negative technology in her head? Is that transmuted out yet?
Yes, it's obliterated.
Good. Fill in love light, please, Raphael, and higher self. Michael, scan her one more time for any other negative energies, entities, technologies, anything else that no longer is serving her, anything else that's not organically hers. Let me know. Scan deeply. Do you have anything else?
There's a tiny little crack. It's just small, but it just needs some healing. It's
Where?
gonna, it seems to be a little crack in her third eye,
Okay.
affecting her vision and her intuition.
Okay, so let's start healing that, filling that in, healing that crack. Now, please. Scan her again, Michael. Anything else that needs to be healed?
That's all.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Raphael, for assisting Asriel as well as anyone else. I'm going to go ahead and ask her questions that she has for her higher self. If you all can just stand by, and if we need your assistance again, thank you. Okay, higher self, I'd like to speak to the higher self now.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for all those wonderful messages and such a beautiful healing. At this point, we've conducted all the healing for her. Did we finally remove those negative technologies in her brain? The programming?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. Making sure we healed that with love light. Thank you. At this point, we've done all the healing. We've asked all her questions. Is there anything else that I could have asked that I haven't?
No. She's complete.
Beautiful. Thank you. What a beautiful, profound healing for her. And thank you for bringing her to me. It has been a joy to be able to assist her with her healing today.
Thank you.
Thank you as well. Is there anything I could have asked that I haven't before I bring her back?
No.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and bring her back now, okay? Welcome back. Take your time.
I remember some things.
Some things, yes.
Yeah, I remember being in the forest,
Oh,
but I'd never seen that before.
yeah, that was cool,
I
huh?
was kind of surprised by that.
Do you remember
But I,
how you looked?
yeah, a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, um, I'm trying to think what it reminded me of.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a little bit like Never-Ending Story or something, like some some exotic place.
Uh-huh.
And I looked a little bit like it was like humanoid shaped, but kind of almost like a Muppet, but with, like long hair and smaller. But I had
Mm.
sort of not like a Muppet, but like, like I don't know how to describe it even. There's not really words to describe, but it definitely, I mean, I still had like two eyes, like the
Yeah.
shape of humanoid shape, but definitely not of this planet. But I
Yeah.
had cool skills, like when
Yeah. I
as a
saw.
warrior.
I'm able to see and sense what you're seeing, so I was able to see it all with you and sense
Oh,
it. It
cool.
was really awesome. Yeah, I could see how you're just like jumping around with like super abilities.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Cool. Very cool. And then that first life you went to, do you remember the first life you went to?
Yeah, I think that was Egypt
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I remember seeing like they were grand a monolith, or what are they, megaliths or whatever they're called,
Hmm.
but there were pyramids, and uh my robes were like a deep red and lots of gold.
Hmm.
I had darker skin. um that was uh,
Very cool.
it's it seemed like a beautiful place.
Yes, and where you were able to be free and use your abilities, huh? Yeah, freely. That was
Yeah,
nice. That was beautiful.
yeah, felt appreciated too.
Mm-hmm.
um
Wow.
they seemed kind. The people there were, everywhere they were kind.
Mm. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Is there anything that they showed you that you didn't mention?
Um, um, I in Egypt had this like it was like the staff thing, and I would stand behind someone and I would tune them with my, I think it's wasp, or it's like a giant tuning stick.
Cool.
Yeah.
We gotta bring some of those abilities back to the now.
Right.
I think that's the purpose of this, though. You can.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
It it felt nice to be carrying around this staff because it was like more like a staff because it was tall, like a tall wand. Walking around with my staff it seemed very magical.
You're gonna have to go find a staff.
I know. I will. I'll go look.
Yes, yes. I have one. It's very
You have.
special.
You
Mhm.
do too.
I do.
All right. I'm sure it'll just appear for me now. I love how
Yeah, they do. They
the
appear. One day you're
right.
just gonna know it's there and you're gonna go and it's gonna be right there on the ground or whatever it's gonna be. Beautiful. Well, thank you. This was such a beautiful session. Thank you, sister. It has been a joy to meet you. You are
Oh.
so beautiful. My infinite love to you. May you continue to blossom and flourish as you are meant to and will be. It sounds like you are just amazing already, but thank you. Love you, honor you, and respect you.
Thank you. Love you, honor, and respect you too, Aurora.
Hope to
Grateful
see you
for
in the
you.
future.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, love.
Bye bye.
Greetings. It is such an honor to be here with you explaining what Galactic Soul History book series is about. I am Aurora. I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing, which you will find here in our beautiful books. Book one. Every part of this book is divinely beautiful, beginning from the cover and the amount of wisdom and knowledge that is being shared. This book began by A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing Technique by conducting past life regression on over 330 clients within the last 3 years, where they told their galactic history, their soul journeys, explaining who they were beyond the veil, beyond this earth, in the dimensions, in a universe. These different higher self expressions surprise me just as much as they're going to surprise you. You're going to start reading this book and you're going to want to learn more and more about these different expressions, not wanting to stop. Through these past life regressions, the clients were able to remember consciously what is within the subconscious as far as where it is that they've traveled throughout time and space, their souls have traveled, and they were able to share histories of different dimensions, planets, and universe and alternate worlds that brought forth pieces of the puzzle, pieces we had thought that we had forgotten. And through every self-expression that they share and these different past lives that they're sharing or future, we learn to be able to remember self, because as we are all fractals of one another, through this book, you will learn how, even if a client is talking through a higher self perspective or some of the angelics are talking, you will learn how each one of those have messages even within your life, as we are all expressions and reflections of one another. True history of the galactic history of the universe through all different forms of these higher self expressions, these different clients of throughout internationally throughout the world didn't know each other, but yet we're able to put this beautiful collaboration together. It goes through an infinite amount of how to self-heal, as well as things that are very sensitive, as the My Lab, as how to weave through the artificial matrix and learning to come out from it into the organic matrix. I am a channel to the galactics, and we channeled furthermore information through this book as well. You will remember your soul through other selves. This in itself is infinitely beautiful, because this is why we fractalize from source itself, so that we can learn from one another, sharing each other's journeys throughout our different incarnations, so that we could grow together. So this is what this book is all about, sharing these beautiful infinite expressions that help you grow in the most profound ways, gaining your sovereignty, gaining your power back, recalling memories long lost within perhaps your memory field, activating your crystalline energies, your crystalline bodies, just as you will fall in love with each one of these different clients, these beautiful souls in these soul journeys. You will also learn to fall in love with yourself, because you, with every wisdom, every knowledge gained through every single session that you will learn how to also self-heal within your etheric, your energy body, your physical body, your infinite soul. You will learn all these different things that we thought were not possible, that you will learn that they are possible. Looking forward to meeting you perhaps in the future through whichever form, whether that is on my YouTube channel, whether it is through any class or certification, through a workshop, through a seminar. Thank you for following your heart to mine. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.